now you know I had to save him for last. You know I had to do it. He just came in the game. I couldn't do him first. I had to do him last. This will be Umbra Excalibur's Exalted Umbra Blade build. It's completely different from the Exalted Blade from the regular Excalibur, even though it's the same ability. But since it's Umbra and the lore all around this beast, it's called Exalted Umbra Blade. And I'm proving it to you right here. It says Exalted Umbra Blade. So it's not me that's saying it. This is the game saying that this is a different blade from the regular one, even though it's the same ability. But anyway, the build for this, I went straight up DPS on this. Got the sacrificial pressure, sacrificial steel on there for the melee damage and the critical chance. You need both of these in order for it to hit its maximum of output when it comes to sacrificial pressure, 137.5. If I were to take off sacrificial steel, you'll see it go down to 110, and my damage to sentience is 33% with that. I believe that 1 out of 2 is probably that tau resistance thing. So I'm gonna put this back on because you got to, as you see. So once you have it in there, goes back to 137.5, and the same thing goes for sacrificial steel. If I were to take off this will suffer as well. So I have both of these in there combined. Got Berserker, Organ Shatter, Condition Overload, Shocking Touch, and Prompt Fever Strike. You must be like, why these two? Again, corrosive. Another thing I wanted to point out, again, it's bugged because as you see, it says status of 15%. The reason why I have Condition Overload in there is because of the fact that this is actually 100%. Now, if it's only at 15%, I shouldn't be proccing my element, but I do. I got Prime Fury in there to go along with Berserker because, again, DPS, I'm going to be swinging all over the place. And once I start critting, this Berserker will kick in to go along with my Prime Fury, even though you see that attack speed at 129, but by the time you see me get going with Berserker, you'd be like, damn, he's swinging mad quick. That's why my DPS is so high with my Excalibur. Alright, so let me get out those enemies right there. You know what? Let me push these dudes up to the maximum. Okay. Get out the blade. And as you can see right there. Now see, look at my DPS going. Now that I have Berserker up. And you see how his health is just trickling down in a matter of seconds. You must be like, why is that? Why is his health trickling so fast? Not only is my corrosive game going in, but since I have Prime Fury and Berserker going in, I'm able to keep swinging so quick. Now you can also put in, I believe it's Arcane Strike, I believe it is. Once you put that in there, it will also increase his attack speed, I believe. Let me see. Because I actually have it. 40% attack speed to melee weapons for 12 seconds, yeah. So I could have this in there, and I'll have even more attack speed. So you're talking about 40%. Right? This is just flat out redonkulous right now. I'm in uncharted territory. So you talk about 40%, 55, which is the base to affect it, 75. So you're talking about 75%, 40% on top of that 129. Crazy. That's straight up craziness. All right. I don't know if Arcane Strike is gonna proc right here. It's a good chance, but it's a small chance. So I'm just going to try it out right here and see if it'll actually work. It should. So there it goes. You see it just procced right there. Now look how fast I'm swinging with this. It lagged right there because the game couldn't handle it that much. And look how crazy I was able to kill those dudes. Like I said, I'm going to be swinging like a madman with this. It will be like you can't control it at times, so you have to move your character just so that he could stay in place. And see, just me having Prime Fury and Berserker, it's like, dude, you're already swinging fast enough. Now you put Arcane Strike on, it's like, dude, that is crazy, crazy, crazy DPS you just saw right there. I'm gonna play it again just so you can see how fast Excalibur was swinging right there, because that is straight up fast DPS just with Arcane Strike kicking in. Look at that. All you see is numbers. Look at that. All you see is straight up numbers, and before you know it, the enemies are flat dead. So if I want to, I could keep this build because the DPS just went straight through the roof. And if I want to, right, I can see if I can go for do Eidolon capture, so on and so forth, and get another set of Arcane Strike. Because I already have one set, and that's a 10% chance for 40% attack speed for 12 seconds, which is huge. 40% to go along with Berserker's 75. Alright? Let me see if I have another Arcane Strike that I'm practically building. See, I have another one, so all I need is 4 more, and I could put that on Excalibur. But the reason why I have Arcane Energize is because, remember, you're draining and all that stuff, so okay. But Zenuric will take care of me. Alright? So, you never know. I may change my Umbra Excalibur build just by putting another Arcane of Arcane Strike and keep this build right here. Just keep it the way it is. Crazy DPS abound in the near future. And if I'm able to get another Arcane Strike, I will most likely make another video following up on this build for Exalted Umbra Blade. Because man, oh man, you talking about crazy DPS on this dude. It's like he has it's like he's high off of Mesa's regulators times 10. Alright, so I'm gonna play it one more time, and you know, that will be it. See, it's like I'm trying to stay in front because of how fast I'm swinging this thing. Look how crazy that is. I mean, damn. It's like I'm just having a hard time staying in front. That's why I keep moving my Excalibur just so. But, hey, goddamn. Berserker with Arcane Strike to go along with Prime Fury. Craziness. Straight up. So that's my Exalted Umbra Blade build. Awesomeness and sickness at the same time, man.